Hello and welcome back to Misfit Media, a podcast about queerness, disability, fatness and more, with a focus on personal experience, knowledge and intra-community topics. I'm your host Delta and my pronouns are they, them. Thanks for tuning in today. In today's episode I'm going to talk about autistic symbols, but before we get into it I have a life update. After all the chaos last year, for now I finally finished my O&M training. I now know how to navigate the world with a long cane, how to cross streets for the most part, and the biggest one, how to go somewhere on the bus. It's so good. And another thing is that I started going to queer social meetups every 2 weeks, and it's absolutely amazing. Anyway, now it's time for the post of the week. This week's post is just a reel on Instagram by candy.corn where they talk about the problems of people using the term neurodivergent when they actually only mean autism and or ADHD. I'll link that in the description for you. This has been the post of the week. So the first symbol used for autism is the puzzle piece. It's supposed to represent complexity, but a lot of autistic people really don't like it because it kind of feels like it's portraying us as a problem to be solved, as like puzzling or a mystery. And it's also associated with Autism Speaks, which is considered a hate group because it's looking for a cure for autism as well as endorsing ABA, which is incredibly harmful to autistic people. The next symbol is the puzzle piece ribbon, which is just a ribbon with many puzzle piece shapes inside in different colors, and that's supposed to represent diversity, but again, we don't really like that either because it's still got that puzzle piece Autism Speaks association. The next symbol is a rainbow gradient infinity sign. It stands for diversity, inclusivity, and the spectrum of strengths and challenges that we have as autistic people. This is one that is quite commonly used. The fourth symbol is the butterfly, which also is just a butterfly with puzzle pieces inside. It's supposed to represent change, growth, and the beauty of diversity, but it again has this weird puzzle piece association. The fifth symbol is the infinity symbol. It represents autism as a spectrum, diversity, inclusivity, an infinite number of experience as well as wholeness, and this is probably the most common autistic symbol that is around. The sixth symbol is where we get into the flags. This flag has a gold background, which honestly looks more orange. This was chosen because the chemical element for gold is abbreviated as AU, which could also be considered as short for autism, and it's got a rainbow infinity sign in the middle, representing autism as well. The seventh symbol is another flag, which has two stripes of red at the top with a gold stripe in the middle, and then two stripes of different greens at the bottom. And there's also a white infinity sign in the middle. Red was chosen because of Red Instead, which is like a counter campaign to Autism Speaks, which is often associated with the color blue. Green was chosen as the complementary color. Gold was again chosen because of the chemical element AU. And the gradient represents pride, and obviously the infinity sign represents autism. And the eighth symbol is a flag with red, green and blue vertical stripes with a white infinity sign in the middle. It's not clear what the colors represent. Obviously the infinity sign is for autism again, but a lot of people don't like this flag because the colors are very bright and they just don't really go that well together, but it is nevertheless a flag. And this has been all the autism symbols I will go over today. Now it's time for the Song of the Week. This week's song is Flash Drunk Mind by Milky Chance. I remember that song when it was mentioned in a video, and the version I really like was at the BBC, like a weird live version. Unfortunately, that's not on Spotify, so I'm gonna put the normal studio version in the playlist. This has been the Song of the Week. If you enjoyed this episode or even the entire podcast, please consider sharing it with a friend or on social media. You should also consider following Misfit Media on your preferred podcast platform, because that way you will never miss an episode again. If you're interested in buying some queer, disabled or fat pride merch, I have a shop on spring called Freak Shop, and the link for that will be in the description. For everything else, such as my social media, the Misfit Media Spotify playlist, sending me a voice message, sending me anonymous questions, or my email, all of that can be found in the link tree in the description of this episode. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, be safe.